Hey, thanks again for joining me on an episode of the Dead Pixel Show. Now, I had a miss last week. I apologize for that. I know some of you were probably gravely concerned, wondering what was wrong. Nothing was wrong. Life was very busy that weekend. Could not fit time in my schedule to get this done properly, so I didn't do one. I apologize. But let's catch up on some news today. So, sit down, relax, and let's go over some stuff. Alright, so first up on the plate, the contest is running for Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Now, Monster Hunter is a crazy game series. I've never honestly played it, but I've seen a lot of videos on it, and it looks like a lot of fun. And it's one of the reasons I'm thinking I kind of want to get a Wii U to play Monster Hunter 3, since it's out on that. It looked like a lot of fun. But anyways, back to the whole topic of 4. What's going on with what's this contest? Well, if you'd like, they're running a contest where fans can submit ideas for weapons for them. Now, it's got to be based on one of the weapon classes they already have. So they have 14 weapon classes you can base it off. I don't know the breakdown of every weapon class, like if it's like axe, hammer, bow, gun, or something like that. But they have classes you're going to have to base it off on. They're only going to select 2 winners, and you can only submit 1 per person, and you got to get it in by May 5th. So if you can do all that, and you really got some inspiration behind you, might want to check that out. You could win, a cool thing. You get your idea in a game. Now, obviously, it's kind of free labor in the sense that they get to have a whole bunch of ideas thrown their way, but it's still pretty cool to see when designers interact with their fans in that sense. That you're getting something a little more ground-based. It's coming, it's coming from the fans to the game, the game, and everybody can unite a little stronger. It gives people something to connect with, so pretty cool. And if you're into that type of stuff, hell, you don't even have to be a fan of the game really to appreciate what they're doing. And if you're artistic and want to try something, go for it. What's the worst that's going to happen is you just don't get picked, which is the same exact thing if you didn't enter. So if you got something, give it a shot and see what happens. Good luck. Now, for those of you that are Dota 2 fans, I hope you got your tickets for Dota 2 The International 2014. They've already sold out roughly around 10,000. I don't know, maybe it might have been exactly on 10,000 tickets, ranging from $100 to $500, from the basic ticket to the advanced ticket. They just apparently sold out in about an hour, which is ridiculous. There's few things that really sell out that fast. Obviously, this is a pretty big promotion within the Dota community, so I feel like if they were running things weekly, in a sense, it probably wouldn't obviously be selling that many tickets since they save up. It's going to be something interesting. It's taking place from July 18th to 21st in Seattle, Washington, so if you're in the area and you're checking it out, I hope it's fun. I'm sure the city's going to get a little crowded during that time, but hopefully it's all still good. I would expect it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm sure for the big Dota 2 fans out there, it's going to be something they're going to see for sure. I'm sure it's some type of service is also being streamed on like Twitch or, Justin TV or Ustream or whatever. They're going to use, maybe their own site, their own stream, so they're going to have something. I'm sure if they're doing anything, it's going to get streamed. So if you miss tickets, I'm sure you're going to catch something online, or maybe, TV will be there for something. So we'll catch it. We'll see what's going on. Hopefully it's great. Alright, now let's jump into zombie game news. Now, everybody's favorite zombie game, well, a lot of people's favorite zombie game, though there's actually a pretty good one, and I do love Zombie Ate My Neighbors. That was a classic on the Super Nintendo. Now, did it come out on the Genesis? I don't know, but I remember playing it a lot on the Super Nintendo, that's what I'm trying to say. DayZ, though, is the topic of this right here. DayZ is announcing an update sometime this month. I don't think they've pinned it down on the exact day they're coming out with it. I'm sure they themselves at the studio have some type of time frame they're thinking. However, they have not made it aware to everybody else out in the public. They're just saying, hey, look around this month, something's coming out. There's going to be updates to artwork, some objects. They're doing some things on the server and player side, working on some of that. They're, I believe, also introducing ragdoll physics into your players. So I think when they die, they'll just go all ragdoll, which is what everybody loves when they see anything die. It just goes all crazy ragdoll. So hopefully it's some good tweaks to the game. I don't think there's anything majorly overhauling in the sense that it's not like, well, we have a huge new 1.5 update. I think this is, a minor update to some things that they people wanted, that it's going to be good. I don't think anyone's going to, be incredibly upset. I don't think they're gigantically changing the balance of things. They're just adding more artwork and, objects to use. I believe they're working on new buildings, things like that. And I'm sure things to improve latency, and making the game mesh better with everybody. So we'll see how that comes out. I believe they're starting all the implements on experimental servers first, so it may come out and then they're going to watch it for a week or two, and then they'll start pushing it through. So they might push something out, and then if it goes haywire, it goes incredibly wrong, they cannot force it onto everybody and completely ruin the game on many, which is a smart way to do it. And they should be, kudos to them for being smart enough and willing to, go through this a little slower, which is probably a little more painful, and it probably sucks a little bit in terms of you just want to get things out there, want to get it done, and they're like, hey, watch it. But it's a smart way to do it, and they should be giving the thumbs up for actually doing it a way that makes sense, instead of where there's plenty of developers that'll just push things out, things go wrong, and they're like, oh god, I guess we have to fix everything, and then they take forever, and it sucks. So, see when that updates comes out, and hopefully you enjoy the game. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. There's obviously, what's a War Z, what do they call it now? Survivor Stories, is that right? The horrible ripoff of DayZ, which if you play, you should be considered a bad person. Not really, you're probably not a bad person. You might be a bad person, but anyways, if you enjoy DayZ, that's the news coming out. Alright, and for those of you going to PAX East on April 11th through the 13th, just announced that they're doing a Call of Duty Ghosts and a Killer Instinct tournament that can be streamed through either MLG.TV or their new 360 app if you'd like to check it out. I'm not a big fan of Ghosts. I've seen a little on it and it didn't really impress me. It seemed pretty boring, but obviously there's plenty of people that are big into it. I mean, I wish I could say I was one of the cool kids that has just completely given up with the Call of Duty franchise. I haven't completely given up on it. I did enjoy Modern Warfare 3 and, Black Ops. I didn't play Black Ops 2, so maybe I'm a little behind. But they're kind of pushing it through so much like Madden now, I feel like it's not that much fun. Just kind of like how they kind of ruin Madden in many ways, but we'll not go off on that topic. Back to PAX East. So if you're in the area, you can check it out. I'm sure you can try to get on it. I believe first place only walks away with $7,000 or walks away with $7,000. For some reason, I would have thought that the prize would be higher than $7,000, but if you're doing this, I guess, at a lot of stops, you can actually make a decent living. $7,000 is not horrible. Obviously, I would take the $7,000, but just for some reason, with something larger like this, I would have thought it would at least hit the 10, the 5-digit mark. But what are you gonna do if you think it's gonna be $10,000, but it's only gonna be $7,000? I'm not gonna complain. So maybe check that out. Try to get in it, win some money. There's fan favorite voting, I believe. If you want to check that out too. You can vote at the very least to put your thumbprint on things. I don't know if it's going to get trolled. It could easily get trolled. Anytime you do anything with any type of voting, it seems there's a decent chance that it's going to get trolled. So we'll see if it actually is a fan favorite, hey, this is the guy we want in, or if it's like, hey, let's screw with them because screw anybody trying to do interaction with people, because that's our general reaction to everything, it seems. So check it out, April 11th through the 13th. All right, so there's the news from me. Now, obviously, I missed some news from last week. I believe one of the things I didn't go over would have been, Facebook purchasing Oculus Rift, which to me it's a bummer to hear, because I didn't like to hear that bigger corporations took over something small and indie. There's good things about it. Obviously, this is probably going to reduce production costs. They'll probably be able to research and develop things even quicker, and maybe even get out the product quicker and cheaper. Bad news is it's Facebook, and they data mine, and they will put ads everywhere, and they'll probably ruin the product, which sucks. I understand why he sold out. $2 billion is a lot. But still, that kind of sucks to hear. At the same time, I guess I wasn't really that excited in the Oculus Rift, in the sense that I wasn't on the front runner going, hey, let me try it out. Sony's obviously jumping in the market. Maybe that's the whole reason they sold out, is because Sony decided to get in the market. And they're like, well, Sony's got way more money than us on it. They're gonna throw us down. They're gonna get way ahead of us. We might as well sell out and try to fight with them. Don't know. But that was a bummer here. But anyways, let's check out now. I got the news for this week out. The news I wanted to talk about. Is there news you want to hear about? Maybe throw that my way. Email me, leave a comment, get a hold of me some way. There's only 1,000 ways. You could tweet me, hell, if you wanted. Go, hey, I want to talk about this, and I'll research it But until the next time, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the show. I've enjoyed talking once again. That's what I do, and I do it a lot, and then I get yelled at because I talk way too much at people, and they're like, hey, just drink your beer, and I go, oh yeah, and then I drink my beer, and then I drink too much, and I talk more. Nonetheless, hope you've enjoyed it all. If you can comment, like, subscribe, all those great things I always ask for, I do appreciate it. I appreciate your time for watching, and until next time, guys, take it easy.